Good morning, Niner fans. This morning, John Lynch was on KNBR, and he had a pretty big update for the 49ers, including Dre Greenlaw, Christian McCaffrey, and Talanoa Hufanga. As we know, they're all dealing with pretty big injuries, but John Lynch says that he absolutely believes that all three of them will be back on the roster and be able to play games for the 49ers in the near future for this season. We know Dre Greenlaw, he has the torn Achilles. Christian McCaffrey, he has the bilateral Achilles tendonitis. And Talanoa Hufanga, he has some torn wrist ligaments. But John Lynch was confident that all three of them will be back this year on the field for the 49ers. That would be a huge, huge boost for this 49ers team as they find themselves at 3-4 entering this week in a must-buy game against the Dallas Cowboys. They got to win this one. And if they can get to 4-4, getting guys like CMC and Dre Greenlaw and Hufanga back would be a huge boost of energy. Now, a couple guys that may not be back this weekend. Jawan Jennings, he's pretty much doubtful, according to John Lynch. And this is exactly what Kyle Shanahan said yesterday. So it doesn't look like Jawan Jennings is going to play on Sunday unless there's a miracle. Well, we'll see what happens. Another guy, obviously, that's not going to play, Brandon Ayuk, he's out for the season. And John Lynch, he said, they were pretty crushed when they heard the injury and they saw the injury and everything happen. Felt really bummed out for the guy, but, he's confident he's going to attack that rehab as hard as he can. And he says that in a couple of weeks, he's going to have surgery on his knee once the swelling goes down. And then once everything kind of subsides and he's ready to go, he'll be rehabbing. So look for Brandon Ayuk to get some surgery in the next couple of weeks once that swelling in the knee goes down. So unfortunate news for him, but good news for John Feliciano as he's expected to be returning shortly for the 49ers. There's no exact timetable, but should be back in the next couple of weeks. And John Lynch said that this is a guy that can be a sixth man on the line, on the offensive line. He could kind of play really anywhere. He's that Swiss Army knife like Dan Brunskill, but he wasn't committal on saying that he's going to take a starting role like over Jake Brendel, which a lot of Niner fans want. But, he's pretty pleased with Jake Brendel. He hasn't really said that Feliciano is just going to come right in and start, although I'm pretty sure he would earn a starting roster spot. That's just me, but we'll see how this goes. Again, John Lynch did say that John Feliciano is this valuable, six-man Swiss Army knife. He could play it all over the line. So it's a guy that when he comes in, he's going to help them however they see fit. And wherever they feel like there's a weakness, he can go in and plug that gap. So can't wait to have John Feliciano back. And in terms of wide receiver, as we mentioned, there's been a lot of injuries. John Lynch did say our track record shows that if we need to go make a move and shop around, we will. So, it's due diligence season. The trade deadline's coming up. I'm sure John Lynch will be on the phone. He says, we've called before, we've fielded calls. If we need to make a move to upgrade this roster, we absolutely will. So that's what John said on the wide receiver market in terms of if they're going to trade. But he did also mention he really likes the young receivers. They got Ricky Pearsall and Jacob Cowing. He likes them. But if they feel the need, like they absolutely need to get a wide receiver, they'll do it. And they've done it in the past. So their track record holds steady. John Lynch is not afraid to make the call if they need to. So we'll see. Big game against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. That's the news from John Lynch. You guys have a blessed rest of your day. Go Niners.